Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. Today I'm going to tell you a story about a woman. She started her day off like she did every other day. She woke up, she had breakfast, she got ready for her day. But all of a sudden, she collapsed to the ground, grasping her arm and chest. She was rushed to the hospital. Her family was in tears, not knowing if she would live or die. She was diagnosed with heart failure and was told that her heart would not last much longer. Her only chance at survival was a heart transplant. She remained in the hospital for days, which turned into weeks, just getting weaker and weaker. Just when she and her family were about to give up hope, the call came in. A heart was available. They rushed her to surgery, a surgery that gave her a new heart, a surgery that saved her life. Now this is just a story, but tragedy like this happens every day. What if it was you or a loved one in the hospital? What if this story was about you, or your spouse, or a sibling, or even your child? What if somebody you loved needed a life-saving organ transplant? The Mayo Clinic website states that over 120,000 people in the United States are waiting for organ transplants. Unfortunately, many may never get that call saying that a suitable donor organ and a second chance at life have been found. Today, I hope to persuade all of you to become organ donors to help save the lives of people in need. Let's talk about why you should become an organ donor. Organ donors are needed to save lives. People are dying every day because there are not enough organs donated. It could be you or a loved one in the hospital in need of that organ transplant. According to the WebMD website, one more person is added to the national waiting list every 12 minutes. Each of these people are in desperate need of a kidney, heart, liver, or other organ. The United States Department of Health and Human Services reported that each day about 79 people receive organ transplants. However, 22 people die because they will never have that organ transplant because of the shortage. According to this chart from website organdonor.gov, in 2014, there were about 14,000 donors who made about 30,000 transplants possible. But if you look up here, there are 121,000 people in need of transplants. Thousands of people die each year because of the shortage of donor organs. Now that we know that there's a need for organ donors, let's look at the facts. Organ donation, common questions and concerns. The United Network for Organ Sharing offers the following information. Are you worried that you will not get the best care from your physician if he knows that you're an organ donor? If you are sick or injured or in the hospital, your doctor's #1 priority is to save your life. Are you worried that you are too old? Regardless of age, anyone can become an organ donor. Are you worried that your health is not good enough? There are very few health conditions that will disqualify you from becoming an organ donor. Are you worried that it will increase your medical bills? There is no cost to the organ donor's family. Now, what organs and tissues can I donate? The heart, kidney, lungs, pancreas, liver, intestines, corneas, skin, tendons, bones, and heart valves all can be donated. Now, if you are not comfortable donating all of these organs and tissues, you can choose which ones you would and would not like to donate. Now that we know the facts, let's review the benefits of becoming an organ donor. Imagine all the lives that you will save as an organ donor. You could change the lives, save the lives of so many people by becoming an organ donor. Now, one organ donor can save the lives of 8 people. That same organ donor can also change the lives of up to 50 people through tissue donation. Now, if you're not an organ donor, your organs will not be donated. But sadly, with your death, there may be others that die because they did not receive that organ transplant that would have saved their life. So what's my next step? Become an organ donor today. Organ donation begins with a person who recognizes the opportunity to help others. To become an organ donor, you can register with your state donor registry by visiting the website organdonor.gov. You can fill out the registry card when you renew your driver's license. And be sure to let your friends and family know of your decision, and also add it to your will. The United States Department of Health and Human Services provided this quote. By deciding to become an organ donor, you give the gift of hope. Hope for thousands of individuals waiting organ transplants, and hope for the millions of individuals whose lives can be enhanced through tissue transplants. The life cycle is, we live and we die. The question today is, what will your death mean? Will you decide to become an organ donor to help save the lives of others? What if it was you in the hospital in need of an organ transplant, just like the woman at the beginning of the story? Hopefully, someone just like yourself will have decided to become an organ donor, and then it would be you receiving that life-saving organ and a second chance at life. I am an organ donor, and I hope I have convinced all of you today to become an organ donor too. Thank you for your time.
You talked to the board.
Please tell me that.